Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another grocery haul. In today's grocery haul so far, I have gone to Safeway and I've also gone to Sprouts. I actually went to Sprouts about midweek and I'm going to show you those things as well. I also plan to go to Harris Teeter and I may go back to Safeway again. So watch for all of that, but for certain right now I have Safeway and Sprouts to show you. All right, let's start right here. At Safeway, I spent a total of $63.58, and that includes a rebate from Ibotta, sales prices, clearance prices, and a 20% pharmacy coupon. So I stacked a whole bunch of stuff in order to get my price for all of these nice items for $63.58. So let's start with the amazing deal Safeway is having this week. I'm going to try to put a clip in here somewhere of the deal. But they have all of these items marked for $1, $2, $3, and they have a limit on all of them. And the reason why I say I was going to go back to get more is because when I went to check out, the salesperson, the cashier told me it was a limit of 3 total. But there were a limit of 3 individually. And it'll make more sense once I show you the sale. But anyway, let's start right here. We're going with the Glory Greens. These were $2. After the coupon, $1.81. The same with the spinach, $1.81. The same with this Fresh Express. This was $1.81. Then we have the Haagen-Dazs. Haagen-Dazs was on a deal this week, limit of 4 for $2.99. I've never seen it that cheap. And even after the coupon, it came up to right around like $2 and 20% off of that. So right around about $2.40 for each one of these. So I decided to pick up a vanilla milk chocolate ice cream bars. There are 4 in here. This is always my favorite rum raisin for Haagen-Dazs. I used to go to the little stands in the mall and I would always get this kind on a cone. And I was so happy back in the day when they actually started putting it in the, the containers. So we got a vanilla bean. That one is for my husband, and for my daughter, and rest of my kids, cookies and cream. So those we're going to enjoy over time. Then we come right here to the Gold Peak. Gold Peak was $2, was on sale for 2 for $6. They ended up being like $2 and change after the coupon. So I got the slightly sweet and I got the peach, black tea peach. Okay. Then we have the unsweet black Stoke cold brew. That's a standard for me. Whenever I run out, I try to make sure I don't run out. But when I do, I'm definitely looking for a sale. And Safeway came through this week. This was $4.99. Then we come up here. This is another deal that I've done. I think I did it in my last haul. If not my last haul, the one before that. Safeway still had these marked down to $2.99. And Ibotta was still giving back $1.25 for each. So after everything all said and done, these ended up being about $1.50 per pack. And they are so good. But the thing about them is, I didn't realize when I was taking them to work that they change your tongue blue. I did not know that. So I was walking around at my job with a blue tongue. So now I only eat these at home and they are delicious. All right, this is a $1 item. Matter of fact, after the coupon, all the $1 items rang up for 81 cents. 81 cents for the garlic, 81 cents for the carrots, 81 cents for the bag of lemons, and when I went, almost all of the dollar items were snatched up, but there were some more good ones left, like cherry tomatoes, 81 cents, blueberry packages, that was 81. Other varieties of salads and lettuces, but they were all gone. And the sale had just started yesterday, and I went yesterday. But I'm going to go back further over in the week to see if they replenish anything. So also on the deal, this was on a $3 deal. I love, this is my favorite blue cheese dressing. This is the Big Blue by Lighthouse. This ended up being like after the sale, like $2.75. The sriracha was a free item. Then we have the Classico this week. They were on sale 2 for $4. So after the 20%, they were less, of course, than $4, maybe around, let's see, $4 for, probably about $2 and, I'm sorry, probably about $3.20 for the two of them. Yeah, like $1.70 and change. Then we have the mini Canada Dry, the Fruit Splash, and the regular. There are 10 cans in there. They were on sale, 2 for $12. Yes, 2 for $12. They were $6 per pack, which is, to me, 60 cents per soda is pretty decent, but got it even further down to $4.58 after that coupon. Then we go to our more snacks. Safeway is my snack place. These were marked down to $1.99 this week. No limit, actually. So after the coupon, they were $1.74. My favorite kind, sour cream, and I bought 2 bags of the cheddar and sour cream because the last time I bought these, my son actually took a whole bag home with him, so I didn't get any of them. So I just bought 2 this time so he could get another bag and I could keep a bag. Then the last thing, we have Dot's pretzels. These were on sale for $4.99. After the coupon, like $4.58. All right, this is everything from Safeway so far for $63.58. Keep watching for Sprouts. Here is Sprouts. I don't have an overall price for Sprouts because, like I said, it was midweek and we have definitely eaten up some of the things that I purchased. But we're going to start right here with the tree plums. Tree plums were $6.99. And so I just went on and just picked up one, and it looks like one may be going bad in there. So I got to get on that. Then they were having an outrageous sale on their deli meats. I found that at Sprouts, if you go on Wednesdays about midday, they have a lot of good markdowns on their prices. So they had the honey ham or the maple ham right here, 99 cents per pound. Barbecue chicken was 99 cents per pound. We had London broil, $2.99 per pound, which is crazy. And then they had the 3-pepper cheese for 99 cents per pound. And so I got a pound of each, which is way too much for my family. So I ended up splitting it and taking half of it to work to one of my mentors. She and I are very close, and she has a family. And we, our family is very much alike. So a lot of times when I see things for her family is a young family. My family is a family of adults. So when I see that there are good prices in the grocery stores for items, and I know she has young children that she's making lunches for and caring for, I go ahead and pick things up. And like I said, I split that with her, and she was so grateful. Then we have the shrimp scampi bowl. This was on sale for $2.99. I was hungry, so that's why I picked that up. My daughter saw these sausages. She picked these up. They were on sale or on clearance for $1.99. The ZZ plant here, regular $17. They had it on clearance for $2.99, and she is a beauty. I will share one day with you my plants in my home, and I'm always adding to them. So I love having this one. All right. We have mushrooms. My daughter picked these up. I think these were like $3 and change. I'm not sure, but yeah, she picked those up. I know it was in the $3 range. Then she always experiments with her coffees. So she bought this time a Brazilian medium roast, a Peruvian light roast, and a gold roast Hawaiian. This is medium dark. And she always does her tastings and she writes a little review of it. And so, I just love sharing that with her. All right, then up here we have another snack. We were just curious about this one. This was like $1 and change. This is actually yogurt covered caramel popcorn with that says cocoa almonds. So the almonds, the chocolate in there are the almonds, and the popcorn is caramel. So that's that. This was like $1 and change, and they are really good. We were, like I said, curious about this product. They're really good, but we've been taking one out at a time and eating it, along with these items as well. This is $5.99 per pound, and they are coffee bites. So one at a time, I take those out. And then these are, oh my gosh, almost sinful. These were marked down from $16.99 per pound to $5.99. So I bought a pound of these. These are, I'm going to get the name right. These are the chocolate covered espresso caramels. So you have chocolate, you have espresso powder in there, not a bean, but powder, and then you have caramels. And oh my goodness, what a combination. Delicious. Then the last thing we picked up, I wanted to pick up some Nixies, but they have gone up to like $7 and change. And Sprouts had the Waterloo on sale for $4.99. So we picked up the guava berry, and it is really, really good. I think I'm going to pop one open this morning and have one. But yeah, this is Sprouts. At Sprouts, I ended up spending like $86, but that's because we got a gigantic piece of salmon that we've already cooked and eaten. We also got a variety of shrimp skewers. They were on sale as well, but we bought a few of those so we could have for dinner that night. We've already eaten those. So, and then we have some other things that we've consumed as well. But yeah, everything at Sprouts is always delicious. Keep watching, like I said, for Harris Teeter. Here is Harris Teeter. At Harris Teeter, I spent a total of $60 after rounding up. So it doesn't look like much here, but let's start with what we got. The Grand's biscuits were on sale, 2 for $4. So I picked up a honey butter, and I picked up the butter tasting. One of the pricier items is this sockeye salmon. This was on sale for $14.99 a pound, so this is not quite a pound at $14.54. We have been loving the recipe that my daughter makes. She does she cuts it up into like nuggets. She seasons, air fries them, and then she puts them over a bed of basmati rice and edamame and broccoli. Yes, sometimes broccoli, sometimes edamame, sometimes both. And when it's both, it's delicious. And then she makes her own bang bang sauce and drizzles it all over it. And her dad and I absolutely love it because we really didn't like salmon before. So I always pick it up, and when she cooks it, we eat it all. Then we move down here to the Phillips crab meat. Harris Teeter had these on the Evic deal this week. Matter of fack, they had a lot of BOGO deals. But this was BOGO at $14.99. And so it made both of these $7.50 each. And I needed these for a recipe. So it was nice to see that they were on BOGO. The grape tomatoes were $1.99. The thick cut pepperoni, this was BOGO as well, but I only got one at $1.99. Then we have the ultra thick American cheese. It's really not all that much thicker, and it seems like the slice calorie is the same as the original, but this was on clearance for $1.99. I'm sorry, $2.99, and so that was a good deal to add to the fridge. Then we have the KM beef skinless hot dogs. This is going to be for dinner tonight. We're going to have it with coleslaw and chili. And so these were half price or BOGO as well. So I ended up paying $4.58 for them. And I thought I was paying for 4, but when I picked the package up, it was actually 8. So that was a perfect deal. All right, then we have the chili that I'm going to be using on it. This is the Wolf brand. This was on sale for $1.79. Rotel was on sale for $5. I picked up 2. Excuse me, making them $2.50 each. And then we have this breakfast scramblers. It has in it spinach, red peppers, and onions, and all you have to do is add eggs. And so I won't cook this all at one time. I'll be cooking it over days or during the week and just adding my eggs and cheese to it, and that will be my breakfast. Then we have some jumbo shells from by Barilla. These were on sale too for $4, and the crab meat that I got is to go with like a stuffed shell type recipe. It's one that my husband found and that he wants my daughter or I to cook. And so it sounds good to me, so I'll be cooking it as well. Then we have frozen mirepoix here. So I picked that up just to put down in the freezer. And then we needed more broccoli. And so this was on sale for, all 3 of these were on sale for $1.79. And I think I did tell you this was BOGO at $2.99. So I picked that up. And this is everything, everybody, for this week of grocery shopping. I went to Harris Teeter, of course you see here. And then I went to Safeway. And I also went to whatever is at the beginning of this video. I forgot because I'm going on separate days. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for always clicking on my video, coming back to see what I've purchased. And with that, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.